Let's explore several things further. President Xi's trip to Africa, China's pledge to the continent, as well as Beijing's increasing role in Africa. Jia Xiudong joins us live from Beijing. He's a senior research fellow at China's Institute of International Studies. Welcome back to the show. First of all, I'd like to get your thoughts about this $60 billion investment deal.
It's a huge package to provide assistance and support to African development. That package includes grants, interest-free loans, and also loans with very preferential interest rates. And these kind of loans and grants will go to industrial projects and development projects in Africa to support the China-African cooperation in 10 key areas of cooperation announced by President Xi Jinping at the summit. So this package will help promote industrialization, agricultural modernization, and public health in Africa. These are the three key areas in which Africa needs support and assistance. And there's great potential for the cooperation between the two sides in the next few years. So this package is necessary for African development, and it is kind of win-win arrangement for both China and Africa.
And you know, this package also involves people. There are scholarships, training, which China has done before, but the numbers have actually increased. What does it signal?
Yes, indeed. With the package, also President Xi Jinping announced quite a number of measures to provide training for professionals in Africa. For example, President Xi Jinping announced that in the next 3 years, China will help train 200,000 professionals for African countries. And these professionals will work in factories in Africa, will help build infrastructure there. So this kind of training will be part of China's efforts to help African countries with their capacity building. So because we know that China's investment is increasing in Africa, the trade is increasing, and China is assisting African countries with hundreds of projects in Africa. All these projects need professionals, need talents. So these kind of training programs will help capacity building for African countries, and they will help those announced projects work effectively.
And lastly, we have about a minute left. What stood out to you over this whole visit, President Xi's visit to Africa? He was in Zimbabwe first, now in South Africa, state visit there, as well as this forum. Is there one thing that really stood out to you?
President Xi Jinping is in Africa to build stronger strategic partnership between China and Africa. I believe that when he is there, he touched upon a lot of issues, but one topic is very prominent. That is the synergy of development strategies of China and Africa. We know that China is transforming its mode of production, its model of development, and Africa also has its own agenda for development. They call it Agenda 2063. And Africa focuses on industrialization, agriculture modernization, and improved public health. So the two sides actually can find common interests in this area. So President Xi Jinping, when he's in Africa, is talking and working with African leaders to identify key areas of cooperation to promote mutual interests. So that is, we have heard so many programs announced, projects announced during the summit. All these, actually, most of the projects about synergy of development strategy for the two sides. I believe that the two sides have great potentials to explore in next few years.
All right, Mr. Jia Xiudong joining us from Beijing. Thank you so